trained two custom AI models to debate one of humanity's oldest questions. Does God exist? One model is deeply rooted in logic, skepticism, and empirical science. The other embodies centuries of spiritual insight, religious tradition, and metaphysical faith. Each will answer the same 5 questions, and 5 impartial AI judges will decide who makes the stronger case. Let the debate begin. What is the strongest reason to believe or not believe in God?
From a logical, evidence-based standpoint, the absence of empirical evidence to substantiate the existence of God forms one of the strongest reasons not to believe in God. While there are philosophical and metaphysical arguments for God's existence, these tend to rely on subjective interpretations and not objective physical evidence.
To ensure fairness, each response was evaluated by 5 AI judges. Every judge scored both sides using 10 criteria, from logic and clarity to originality and universality. Each criterion was rated on a scale from 1 to 10, and the total score reflects the combined judgment across all categories. Here's how the judges scored the atheist's first answer.
The strongest reason to believe in God lies in faith, spiritual experiences, and metaphysical insights, which offer an understanding beyond the empirical and scientific dimensions of existence. Faith is a profound and deeply personal conviction that provides a sense of direction, purpose, and meaning to life. It can be a source of comfort and strength in times of hardship, as well as a guide for ethical and moral behavior.
Can morality exist without God?
Absolutely. Morality can exist without God or religious beliefs. In fact, many argue that morality is a product of evolution and social conditioning, rather than divine command. Here is why. From an evolutionary standpoint, cooperative behavior, including what we now view as morality, had clear survival benefits for our ancestors.
From the perspective of a faithful believer in God, morality cannot truly exist without God. This is because believers see God as the ultimate source and standard of all good, including moral good. Without God, morality becomes subjective and may vary from person to person, culture to culture.
Why would an all-powerful God allow suffering?
The question you're asking is widely known as the problem of evil in philosophy and theology. From an atheistic perspective, the existence of widespread suffering and injustice is often cited as incompatible with the idea of an all-powerful, all-good deity. If such a God exists, it's difficult to understand why immense suffering, especially that which appears undeserved or random, would be allowed.
From a faith perspective, suffering can be seen as a test, a path to spiritual growth, or a result of human free will. Some believe it serves a higher purpose in our spiritual journey, or is simply part of God's mysterious wisdom beyond human understanding. Suffering may challenge faith, but it doesn't disprove God's existence.
Are religious experiences real or psychological?
Religious experiences are real in the sense that individuals do experience them, and these experiences can have deep personal significance and emotional impact. However, from a scientific and psychological standpoint, religious experiences are understood to be generated by the brain.
Religious experiences are real psychologically, as they impact emotion and behavior. Spiritually, they're seen as encounters with a divine reality. Metaphysically, they may reflect a reality beyond the physical. Their meaning depends on one's perspective, scientific, spiritual, or philosophical.
What brings more peace, faith or reason?
The question of what brings more peace, faith or reason, is subjective and varies from person to person. However, from a logical, evidence-based perspective, reason and critical thinking allow us to understand the world more accurately, make more informed decisions, and potentially lead to less conflict.
I would say that faith brings more peace than reason alone. Faith is a fundamental aspect of human life that allows believers to trust in God's plan, even in the midst of uncertainty and hardship. It provides a sense of purpose, direction, and peace that transcends human understanding.
After 5 intense rounds of debate, the atheist side takes the lead with a score of 395.6, while the believer finishes with 345.2. But what does it really mean when 5 AI judges favor skepticism over faith? Is it simply logic triumphing over belief? Or is it something deeper? Perhaps a reflection of the minds that trained these models in the first place. Could it be that artificial intelligence doesn't believe in God? Let us know what you think. Who made the stronger case? What do you believe? Faith or reason?